Welcome to Thursday's devotions. Today we're looking at Exodus 31 and we're going to read from verse 12 to the end of the chapter. And the Lord said to Moses, "You're to speak to the people of Israel and say, Above all you shall keep my Sabbaths, for this is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I, the Lord, sanctify you. You shall keep the Sabbath because it is holy for you. Everyone who profanes it should be put to death. Whoever does any work on it, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of solemn rest, holy to the Lord. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day shall be put to death. Therefore the people of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, observing the Sabbath throughout their generations as a covenant forever. It is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel, that in 6 days the Lord made the heaven and earth, and the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. And he gave to Moses, when he had finished speaking with him Mount Sinai, the 2 tablets of testimony, tablets of stone, written with the finger of God." Amen. Of the 10 Commandments, keeping the Sabbath day is highlighted here for special attention. And the reason for this focus is to remind God's people of how it is to make them holy. That I, the Lord, sanctify you, he says at the end of verse 13. So it's a special day, so God's people are helped to be a holy people. God has been teaching about items associated with the tabernacle being holy, and the Sabbath was the weekly reminder that they were to be a holy people. It was a weekly day so that indeed they could be helped to be this holy people, a people who are different, a people who are set apart for the Lord. And so the Sabbath, sadly we live in times when often the Sabbath is neglected, but it shouldn't be. The Sabbath is for all time. It's a special day, a day in which we can be with the Lord, and the Lord can minister to us, the Lord can bless us, and the Lord can make us more like Jesus on that special day. Now, the seriousness with which the Lord views the Sabbath is seen in that those who break it are to be put to death. It says there, verse 14 to 15. God expects his people to be diligent in keeping this day holy, set apart from the other days. 6 days shall they labour, but the Sabbath is to be holy for the Lord. And this commandment was to be kept as an everlasting covenant, it says in verse 16. It was something to be kept throughout all generations. And then with the rising of Jesus on the first day of the week, the Sunday, the first day of the week, became the Christian Sabbath. And believers have no right to neglect it. And it's important to remember that the Sabbath day was there before even sin entered the world. The Sabbath day was there before even the law was given to Moses. The Sabbath was created as a creation ordinance, something made by God at the beginning of the world for all time. It's such a gift, it's something special, it's something that's truly wonderful. And there seems to be a delight in God as he remembers the 6 days of creation and the first Sabbath in which he rested and refreshed. And so it's a special day. It speaks of it being a day that's holy to the Lord. The Lord treasures that day. And you know, when God's people treasure that day also, they will know the blessing of God in a rich way. One of the things you see as you come into the Gospels is that Jesus did quite a number of miracles on the Sabbath day. It's a day for worship. It's a day for acts of mercy. It's a day for acts of necessity. And Jesus did those miracles on the Sabbath day. And it just pictures often those healing miracles were done on that day. The Sabbath is a day of healing. We come to meet with God's people. We come to worship so that Jesus would come and place his healing touch upon us. Oh, just think of that. You come into the presence of Christ. Where 2 or 3 gather in his name, he is there in the midst. We come into his presence so that he would minister to us, that he would heal us. It speaks at the end of this about how the tablets of the 10 Commandments were written by the finger of God, speaking of their permanence, speaking of their absolute importance. You know, we can't expect blessing. We can't expect an intimacy with the Lord unless we're serious about his commandments. And particularly, we're serious about this commandment of the Sabbath day. It's a day to go without your normal work. It's a day to go out with your normal pleasures. It's a day to focus on the worship of the Lord. It's a day in which we allow the Lord to minister to us. We take time. And it's not a Sabbath hour, just on a Sunday morning, get your Sabbath and then go off and do what you want. It's a Sabbath day. A day set apart. That's special for the Lord. And you know, Adam, when he was first made, he was sinless. And yet the Lord had given them Sabbath day. He needed the Sabbath day. Though we are sinners, we are dragged into this world, we need this day even more. This holy day to remind us that we are a holy people set apart for the Lord. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. Be serious about it because God is serious about this day. Amen.